Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back with Sweerie Money. Welcome back to it again. Okay, so before we even start on the nitty-gritties of whatever I'm gonna do from now on, let me just start off by saying thank you to my amazing subscribers, the 47 of you guys. Thank you very much for subscribing, for watching my videos, and I do hope you really enjoy them. I hope you enjoy them, but I think you do because you still here, you still watch my content, like how cute you man out here go. Yeah. So I would just like to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to you, and like, what can I say? Like thank you, and to my amazing friends who like always support me, and what do you do, baby? Thank you. Y'all are the real ones. So I started this little project for my channel, and it is called A Journey to Self-Love, the Perfect Imperfections. And the reason why I wanted to start this is mainly my channel. Before I even started my channel, the reason why I wanted to start my channel was to teach young girls, also guys, but mostly I was gonna focus on the girls because, like, come on now, so I was gonna focus more on the girls, teaching them how to be themselves, teaching them how I overcame certain things, how I, like what I've experienced, how they can overcome them, and like just to teach them how to be cute and see themselves and love themselves. Because if you don't have self-love as a girl, honey boo. So yeah, like I just wanted to start my channel because of that. Like I wanted girls to have self-love, and yeah, so this little project, a journey to self-love, the Perfect Imperfections, is all about that. I'm gonna be doing like 6 episodes. Each episode has, the 5 episodes have different scenarios of what I went through, and how those topics led me to actually practicing self-love, how I recognized the imperfections in myself and how I fixed them, and all that stuff. So, and then the 6 episodes is just gonna be like advices and stuff like that, what you can do, what you can't do, what you cannot do, and stuff like that. So welcome to A Journey to Self-Love, the Perfect Imperfections. So guys, so this is the first episode. Hi. So grab your blankets. I have my tea over here, just to, so yeah, grab your blankets, your not popcorn, but if you love eating and stuff like that, grab your popcorn, grab your juice, your champagne. Well, if you do have a stash, yeah, your Oros, just your water, like just grab anything, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So without further ado, let's get into it. Guys, today's first episode is a little personal to me, but what I couldn't think of like another topic to start with than this one, because that's the first thing that actually led me to actually practicing self-love. And so yeah, so the first topic is growing up without a father. As some of you may know, but if you don't know, I'm gonna fill you in. So I grew up without a father. I lived in a fatherless household, but even though within that fatherless household, there was a lot of love from my mom and everything. So yeah, like at least like I had like a sort of love from a parent, but my chat is there's a certain space and a certain role that a father plays in a child, especially a girl child, so having my father, when my mother told me this story, my father left me when I was 3 months and then came back and left again when I was 12. Now the biggest mistake is when he was back, I allowed him to fill up the space that he left. I allowed him to occupy it fully, and when he left, it felt like a part of me died. It died, and nothing, like it wasn't cute at all. So I started like doubting myself and everything. I started doubting myself, and there's an emotional what can I say? I created an emotional bondage with my father. I created an emotional bondage, so when he left, that emotional bondage broke, and that emotional bondage turned from love to hate, and having hate, having your heart consumed with hate as a child is not good, because you start to hate a lot of things. Like I was at a certain point, like where well, I can still say now, but it's not a lot now, because like I've taught myself to letting go, letting go, loving myself first before him, so that even if like anything of his reappears and stuff like that, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool, I want to love myself first, that I won't allow him to shake me. I love myself enough to not have him shake me. So when you have that hate in your heart, I started hating anything that has to do with the male species were just like not my favorite kind of thing, even like this year, like they weren't my favorite kind of thing. Like I just like hated it. There was some like contributions to also that, but that not having a father put like that was the highest, so I hate, but that was wrong, that was wrong, dragging everyone to into my business, if I can say that, so yeah, he left, and something in me this year on Father's Day, mind you, he left when I was 12 and I'm currently 19, so 7 years. So 7 years of not healing, 7 years of doubting my worth as a daughter, 7 years of hate. Imagine that. 7 full years. So something in me this year, Father's Day, and what triggered this thing was listening to Luther Vandross' song, Dance with My Father. I remember breaking down and crying. I broke down and I cried for the first time in 7 years. I broke down and cried. So then that's when I started like opening up, and I told my mom how this thing actually made me feel as a child, how emotionally damaged it made me, and luckily she understood, she understood and everything, and one thing I never understood was him leaving me for a apparently his other kids, you know. So I was just like, wow, really, my nigga, really? So yeah, like I just like couldn't understand, you know, like nothing was cute. So yeah, so then I started like, you know, having like, I started letting go, started accepting that, you know what, it's fine. He may not be present in my life. You know, guys, there's a different, you know, like, and also this, I'm sorry I'm deriving from the topic, but this is just not to talk about fatherless children. There are other children who have fathers in their lives, but they still feel fatherless, you know. So there's a difference between being present and having presence. You know, you may be present, but you don't have presence. You know, you may have presence, but you're not present. If you understand that, you're good. So, okay, let me break it down for you. So, a father may be present in your life, in everything, you know, do everything for you, but if he's not emotionally present to you, being there, like emotionally for you, then you're just the same as not having a father, you know, because there's a certain role a father plays, you know, you want him to be proud of you, especially if you're like a boy, but also with the girl, you know, you need him to be proud of you, you need him to encourage you, you know, you just need him to be there, like to him to see you and recognize you to your full potential. Yes, there is a role that a mother can play, but that role of being proud and everything, I feel like if your father is proud of you, you're good. Even with the mother, your mother might be very proud of you, but a father, there's a difference. So, and I also listened to this TED talk. I actually wrote down here because I want you all to hear this, what I heard. So the topic of that my secrets are revealed. So the topic, the title of that TED talk was "The Father Wound" by Otto Kelly. So he said there are 4 things girls wish they had. So there is protection, provision, presence, and praise. And I do agree fully with this thing, because if there's a certain protection, provision, presence, and praise a mother can give, but I feel like a father's protection, provision, presence, and praise is the biggest one. And if you lack that, then there's just a rift inside of you. Like there's just a rift. There's a rift inside of you, and you just don't know what to do. And then he continues to say, now when she lacks all of those things, she is willing to do anything that compromises her values. These young ladies are desperately looking for that someone. A strong healing begins to take place when there is a strong male presence in their lives, encouraging them and telling them how worthy is their lives. And I agree with this fully. Because I was also the person, like, you know, lacking self-love and not loving yourself just because your parent or whatever abandoned you. It makes you look for that thing in the wrong places. And you end up compromising a lot of things. You start accepting the bare minimum because you want people to notice you and stuff like that, because you've never been noticed in your life, you know. You've never been noticed, you've never been carved, you've never been anything at all. So what happens when you compromise your values, your standards, your everything? You start doing a lot of bad things. You start like just deriving from the path that you're supposed to take. You go the wrong way, and there's nobody to guide you back, you know. There's nobody to guide you back. So, and I wish the society can stop normalizing this thing of having fatherless households, because the emotional trauma that comes with not having a father and the child not loving him or herself, and the emotional state that they get into, it messes up their whole childhood life. And it's just like, for me, I started doubting my worth and everything. I had hate, I had resentment. I started looking for male presence in the wrong place, and that was wrong of me. And I was never taught how to love myself. If I was taught how to love myself, I wouldn't have looked for male presence in the wrong places. That's number one. Number one, I wouldn't have looked for male presence. Number two, I looked for it in the wrong places. So one thing that should be normalized, if growing up in a household that doesn't have a father figure in it, at least let's normalize teaching children how to love themselves. Let me just say that. Let's normalize teaching children how to love themselves, how to see value in themselves, and how to see themselves worthy in everything, and not see themselves as a mistake. If we teach children that, the world will be great. The world will be great, because now the world can't be great if this is like a generational curse. It will never break. It will never break unless it starts with us, people in the society, and stop hiding the truth from children. Love yourself enough and stop looking for male presence in the wrong places. Stop looking for it in the wrong places. Love yourself enough to forgive and to let go of whatever happened. You are not your past. You are not your parents' mistake. You have a choice. Also, I love using that word. I love using it. You have a choice in this world and everything. Just remember to make the right choices. The wrong choices is when you start compromising your standards, all in looking for male presence in your life, because you've never had that. Good choices are loving yourself enough to forgive and let go of whatever your father did. So that's what I'm teaching myself. I'm still learning. It's a process. It's not one day I woke up and was like, I woke up like this. No, it's a process. It's an ongoing process, and I'm still learning. But what I've noticed is loving myself first and forgiving him for leaving me actually brings peace to my heart. It brings peace to my heart. It makes me, it brings peace. It brings comfort to myself. It's okay, fine. Yes, he did leave me and all, but I'm not a mistake, and I'll never be. I am worthy of everything in this world, and I'm gonna achieve greatness with or without him. So man, guys, start loving yourself, forgive, let go, and don't ever tell yourself you're a mistake. You're never a mistake. You never are a mistake. You have a purpose to feel in this world. Live with intention in this world so that you can fulfill that purpose. Because some people's purpose, if you look at it carefully, if you have a friend who doesn't have a parent, you will notice how much love they have. I'm not saying people who have both parents don't have love. Yes, they do. But notice your friend that doesn't have a parent, how much loving they are. That might be your purpose. I'm not saying losing a parent and everything is great and everything, but I feel like looking at it this way and seeing it that maybe it's your purpose to take that love and love other people that are deserving of that love, and not love wrong people. Do not love wrong people, because wrong people will misuse that love and take it for granted, and that's not good. It's not cute. It's not so yeah, love yourself, forgive, and let go. You're not a mistake. You're worthy. You have a purpose. Live with intention and you'll be good. Okay, and that's on what? Self-love, honey. Self-love. So we have reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching it, and I hope you will love the little project that I'm creating, a journey to self-love, the Perfect Imperfections. And I will see you in my next video. I love you so much, guys. Bye.